There are also occasional references of another fourfold classification as assembly of Khattiyas, Khattiya Parisa, assembly of Brahman, Brahman Parisa, assembly of Gahapati, Gahapati Parisa, and the assembly of the recluses Saman Parisa. But the former is seen more inclusive and popular than the latter. It is interesting to note that there is the reference of 8 assemblies, At Parisa, in the Digha Nikaya. In the Mahavagga, Gahapati has been defined as Gahapati Naam Ye Kechi Agaram Ajhavasati, which means that one who lives in a house. Acharya Buddha Ghosh define Gahapati as Gahapati ti pan Gaha Sahamiko Bucchati so Matu Gamassa Sayan Vathala Kar Adi Passanena Bahupakaro. Further, we find that the names of the sum of names of the householders like Jyotika Gahapati, Jatila Gahapati, Mendaka Gahapati, and Ghosit Gahapati in the text Patisambhida Mag. Some of the leading Gahapatis were Anathapindaka, Chit, and Visakha Migar Mata. At the time of the Buddha, there is a reference of the journey to Patliputra in Bahir Katha of Milind Pahiyo. While Nagasen was proceeding with the charming movements Iriyapath, he saw a Patliputra merchant travelling in the same direction with 500 carts loaded with goods of different kinds. Being very much impressed with Nagasen's soothing behavior, the merchant asked him about his destination, and hearing the reply, he was glad that the two were going to Patliputra. Again, after the exchange of cordial greetings, it was also understood that the merchant was not an ordinary person but a spiritually elevated one, well versed in Abhidhammic lore. It was the matter of great joy. The spiritual destination of the two was the same, though travelling on the two roads. The sincere expression of the merchant bears an evidence to the fact as Labha no tat Sudhabbam no tat ahampi tat abhidhammiko twampi abhidhammiko bhana tat abhidhamma padaniti, which means that we too are abhidhammikas. It is a great joy. It is a great joy to me. Please instruct me in the Abhidhammic lore. Thus, travelling together, Nagasen instructed him to the Abhidhammic wisdom, and in course of instructions, the entire pollution of the merchant's mind vanished away, and he became a stream winner, Sotapanna. Getting insight into the truth by having Dhammachakhu and realized that what else is subject to arising is also subject to passing away. De santo yev partly puttassa sethassa virajam bit malam dhammachakkhum udpadi yam kinchi samuday dhammam sabbam tam nirod dhammam ti. The fourth chapter of the Kathavattu deals with the subject as how a layman who is a householder after becoming an arhant can enter into the order. Gehissa arhati. Theravadins say that a layman bound with layman's fetters cannot be an arhant. They refer to a dialogue between the Buddha and the Vachgotak. where the Buddha is said to have laid down that a layman cannot be an arhant unless he has renounced the layman's fetters. Moreover, how can an arhant continue to be a house dweller and enjoy the life therein? But Uttarapathaka's opined that householders like Yas, Uttiya, Setu attained arhantship in all the circumstances of life in the laity. The opponent, however, not understanding his intention, assents because he sees only the circumstances of the lay life. Now a layman is such by layman's fetters and not merely by outward circumstances. As it has been said by the Blessed One, Alankato chapi samanam charaya santo danto niyato brahmachari sabbesu bhutesu निधाय दंडम च ब्राह्मणो स समनो सो भिक्षुति. Arhatas do not die when in imperturbable meditation and devoid of kriya chit. But according to Uttarapathaka's, Gautam Buddha passed away immediately after arising from the fourth jhana. In the suttas, we also find that some householder under exceptional circumstances attained arhathood in lay attire. As for example, Khema, the wife of King Bimbasar. It may also be noted that Mahayan and Vajrayan see no contradiction in the emancipation of the laity.